The skies above the front line were calm, but beneath the stillness, death lurked. Ukrainian reconnaissance unit FPV drone operators began their silent hunt, a precisely planned and flawlessly executed operation. The first strike began at low altitude, as the drone's camera captured a group of Russian infantrymen attempting to hide in the brush. Within seconds, the small, explosive-laden machine launched like a guided missile. The first explosion shook the ground, sending up a cloud of dust and screaming from the invaders trapped among the branches. One Russian soldier was dragged to the ground, his body motionless, while the others ran in panic. But above, a second drone was ready to cover their escape. The mission wasn't over yet. From mid-altitude, the camera captured a Russian military ATV speeding down a dirt road, driven by two infantrymen attempting to escape the attack zone. Another operator took control. ATV, 400 meters, attack now. The drone swooped low, hitting the side of the vehicle with pinpoint accuracy. A loud bang ripped through the air, a powerful explosion sending debris and flames in all directions. The ATV that had been speeding along was now a charred frame in the middle of the road. Nothing remained but black smoke and a silence that once again gripped the air. The offensive continues to its most decisive stage. A convoy of Russian trucks was detected, loaded with reserve infantry preparing to head for the front lines. The operator's voice was more assertive this time. "All FPV units, prepare for an attack wave. We won't let them reach their positions." One by one, the FPV drones took off from their launch points. Soon, the first truck was hit from the right side. Flames billowed, bodies were thrown. And the second truck tried to turn, but a third drone swooped down from above, striking the front cabin and igniting a second fireball. In a matter of seconds, the entire enemy transport line was transformed into a field of destruction. The silent hunt ended as planned, swift, precise, and deadly, with dozens of Russian soldiers killed without even realizing where their deaths came from. Ukraine's FPV reconnaissance unit once again proved that strength on the modern battlefield lies not in numbers, but in precision, cunning, and composure in hunting down enemies from the skies. The Ukrainian skies are silent once again. But for the invaders, silence means invisible death. In this war, even fog can hide a killer's wings. Currently, Ukrainian Special Operations Forces, SSO, carried out a raid on a Russian stronghold in the North Slobozhansky sector of Ukraine's Sumy region, eliminating 13 Kremlin soldiers and capturing the position. According to a telegram post, Group A of the 1st Detachment of the 144th SSO Center conducted the operation in the area, which borders Russia's Kursk, Belgorod, and Bryansk regions. The exact location of the swoop was not disclosed, and Kiev Post could not independently verify the time and location of the footage. Raid. Overnight stay at an enemy position. Ambush for reinforcements. -13 Russians. The caption accompanying a video of the operation reads, "The SSO video was taken from chest-mounted cameras and showed close-quarters combat, exchanges of gunfire, and the aftermath of the battle." SSO operators went beyond Ukrainian forward positions and quietly infiltrated enemy-controlled territory. After reconnaissance, the Special Forces raided the area, eliminating Russian troops in dugouts and at firing positions, the report stated. Following the assault, the unit chose to stay overnight at the captured site, and set up an ambush for any incoming Russian reinforcements. Thanks to decisive actions by our operators and the coordinated work of UAVs and mortar crews, several more Russian assault groups were eliminated, the SSO added. According to Ukraine's official tally, 13 Russian soldiers were confirmed killed, after which the SSO group then successfully exfiltrated and is now preparing for its next mission. Meanwhile, attack is not the first and won't be the last, and this operation adds to a growing list of successful SSO missions in the North Slobozhansky direction. In late July, Ukrainian SSO carried out a successful assault in the same area, eliminating 7 Russian soldiers and seizing their position. According to the SSO, Ukrainian troops approached the Russian position and first offered the Moscow troops a chance to surrender. When they refused, the commandos launched a swift and coordinated raid, overcoming resistance and killing all the Russians at the site. The Ukrainian forces captured Russian weapons and documents, and as they cleared the site, Russian forces opened fire with mortars in an attempt to destroy the assault group. One Ukrainian soldier was wounded but received prompt medical aid, and his condition was stabilized. In the second half of July, Ukrainian commando infantry units also repelled attempts by 3 Russian combat brigades to breach the Sumy region, reportedly inflicting hundreds of casualties and capturing prisoners, according to both Ukrainian and Russian sources. Ukraine has wiped out a group of saboteurs from Russia's special forces in a major blow for Putin's army. The Russian army continues to launch attacks all along the front lines in Ukraine as it seeks to stretch and exhaust Kyiv's military resources. While some of the most intense and bitter fighting has centered in and around Pokrovsk in the east of the country, Putin's army has also been trying to make headway in northern Ukraine. The Chernihiv region has seen its fair share of fighting and was subjected to a massive drone and missile bombardment yesterday, targeting civilian and energy infrastructure. The bombardment caused a total blackout in the region's main city, Chernihiv, as the region was hit by over 100 Shahed drones and 6 ballistic missiles. Kremlin Special Forces units are also active in the area, which shares a border with both Russia and Belarus. Soldiers from the Senezh and Kubinka units have been attempting to carry out acts of sabotage deep behind Ukrainian defensive lines. Both units are key elements of Russia's Special Operations Forces, SSO, reporting directly to the General Staff. Their soldiers undergo meticulous selection and multi-year training and are considered the elite of the elite among Russian security agencies. However, a group of saboteurs from a Senezh unit were spotted and subsequently ruthlessly eliminated by Ukraine's 54th Separate Reconnaissance Battalion and the 105th Border Guard Detachment. 6 Russian officers from the unit were killed, and their weapons and equipment were seized following the military operation. The destruction of the Russian elite force was first reported by Ukraine's I Want to Live project. Operated by Ukraine's intelligence service, the organization is instrumental in persuading Russian